Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Alexa here with the Fit American Dream. And I wanted to come here and talk to you about something that has been coming my way for the past 3-4 days. And I truly believe that if I have heard it and I've received messages from a few people, a few women in this situation, I truly believe that I can come here and share with you what I share. And maybe it can help you. Maybe you and I have not talked. Maybe you and I have not had a private conversation about what's going on with you. And I want to inspire you. I want to be able to share with you what I have done when I have hit rock bottom. So I know for sure that a lot of us at some point in time have felt completely defeated, have felt like almost like life is over, like you don't even know what else we need to do. You think that there is no way out. You think that life is just crumbling apart and you always feel like you're by yourself, that you're the only one that gets to fix it, but still you don't know how to fix it. And I really want to share with you, I have hit, I believe, rock bottom plenty of times. I think that the first time I hit rock bottom, I thought life was over, but then I was able to rise up and I moved on. I was able to overcome, and then something else happened and I was like, okay, this now is rock bottom. Like what happened before wasn't. This is definitely rock bottom. And again, I felt completely defeated. I felt like I was done and I didn't feel like I was able to overcome, but things happened and God was faithful and God was awesome, even if when I didn't know him. I'm not saying that I didn't suffer, because it was a lot of suffering, but at that time when the situation was resolved, when I moved on, when I was able to overcome, not with my strength at all, but with God's mercy and grace, I was able to move on. I was able to overcome, and I said, this is it. I know I'm getting stronger. And you guys know I'm always doing, health and fitness stuff. I always talk about nutrition. I always talk about being healthy. I always talk, you guys see me doing workouts here. And I see life really like exercise. Because let's say you have never exercised before. For you to go from not exercising at all to like some crazy bodybuilding workouts, it's probably not gonna work. So you have to build yourself up to that. You have to build your strength. You have to build your knowledge. You have to build your mind, your willpower and why power. Okay? You have to build yourself all the way to that. So even when you start lifting weights, you may not start with a 20-pound weight, because 20 pounds when you have never lifted weights, it's a lot, okay? So you may start with, pounds of 1, 2, 3, maybe 5. And even the 5 pound is gonna be like, oh my gosh, this is so heavy. But I promise you that if you stay consistent and you are determined and you stay strong in the journey, then I promise you in 2-3 months, maybe the longest 6 months, that 5 pound weight is gonna be like nothing. I promise you. As long as you stay in the journey, as long as you stay committed to yourself. So let me take you back from this exercise thing into life, okay? Life is always gonna happen. They say stuff is always gonna happen. Situations are always gonna arise without you knowing, without you being prepared, without you planning it and having it on your calendar. Because let's be real, we don't have in our calendar, in 3 days something crazy or this and that is gonna happen and my life is gonna go down the hill this day. We don't plan that. We don't know that, right? But we cannot control life. There's a lot of things we cannot control. We cannot control other people. We cannot control the weather. We cannot control anything that happens around us. But what we can control is us, okay? And actually, let me share with you, I went to church on Sunday and the pastor was talking about emotions. there's nothing wrong with having emotions. We are humans and we have emotions. So it's okay to be angry, to feel angry. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel happy as well. Those are all emotions. But what you do based on that, how you react upon your emotions, is what messes things up afterwards, or makes things worse, or actually makes things better. Okay? For example, let's say I'm arguing with my husband and I'm angry at him, right? If I'm angry, I can say, babe, just give me 1 second. Let me just breathe for like 10 seconds. Just, okay, can we talk about this? Because it's upsetting. Let me just explain myself, and then you can explain yourself. Let me share my point of view, or share your point of view first. Another thing is, I'm upset or I'm angry at him, and we're fighting, and then world war happens in between us. Okay? So what we do based on our emotions takes us a different route, may delay our blessing, or may allow us to get to our blessing faster. Okay? So you can control yourself. Okay? Now, I have a friend of mine who just had her sister was diagnosed with breast cancer. Okay? And I know it's hard. I have been there. I have had relatives that have been diagnosed with cancer. And I know it sucks. And I know you feel defeated because you can't help them. You feel helpless. You feel like, oh my gosh, you just want to give them your life because you don't want to see them suffer, right? But at the same time, what are you going to do about it? You cannot control the cancer. No, you can't. But the person who is sick, who needs you, cannot afford for you to be totally depressed, stressed out, and get sick as well. Because where are they going to get their strength from if it's not from you, who are the one who loves them? So guess what? You cannot control the sickness of your relative. But you can control what you bring to your relative. Are you going to bring that person sadness? Are you going to bring that person more stress? Or are you willing and going to make the decision to rise up and to be strong even when it's hard, even when it's difficult, because nobody wants to be strong in that situation. But it's not about wanting to be. It's about what you need to be. Right? So you have a decision. You have an option. You can go down with them or rise up and be that strength for them. Okay? And maybe their sickness is not as heavy when they have you strong, when they have you coming and making them smile. That's why you can be that strength. But you don't find strength in the corner, the store in the corner, or Walmart or Publix or whatever you go, or Target. You don't find it there. And it will never be at a promotional price. It will never be on sale. Because you know what? Making the decision and being strong is expensive. Very expensive. When I'm talking about expensive, is that you have to do everything you can to rise up. You may not want to. You may not have the strength. You may not have the courage. You may not have everything that takes to make a decision. But the decision is a decision. That commitment to be strong and to rise up is a decision. It's not a feeling. It's not a maybe I'm strong today because I feel strong. And then tomorrow I'm feeling defeated, so I'm not going to be strong anymore. Right? Hey, Jennifer. Good morning, love. So it's a decision that you have to make. The same thing in your marriage. The same thing with your children. You love your husband. You love your wife. Well, most of you are girls anyway. So you love your spouse. You love your children. And that is a decision. Love is a decision. Love is not a feeling. Attraction is a feeling. Attraction is something like, oh, I'm attracted. Even sexual attraction is just a feeling. Feelings come and go. So if you are saying that you don't love your spouse tomorrow or today because you don't feel it anymore, then you don't know what love is. Because love is a decision. You make the decision to love your spouse, to love your children, even if they make you angry, even if they drive you nuts. Okay? Even if, like, when you grow older with your spouse, they don't look as hot anymore. Okay? When you get to live with them and you find out about all the little things, they leave the toilet seat up, or the underwear or the socks all over the place, or they don't help so much in the house, or whatever it is. Those are things that you can talk about, but that doesn't make you not love your spouse. Because love is a decision. The same decision that you need to make when you choose to be strong for your relative. When you choose to rise up, you make the decision to rise up and move on. You make the decision to overcome. And when I'm talking about moving on, doesn't mean that you forget about the problem, because that's not moving on. That's putting that problem in pause, and it is going to hunt you down until you resolve it. Once it's resolved, you can close the book, close the chapter, move it aside, and move on. And you have overcome. Don't allow for you to continue hitting rock bottom even worse before you resolve this rock bottom that you are in. And let me tell you something, and this is what I told another friend of mine this morning. We talked yesterday, we met at Barnes & Noble's, and she was crying. I've known her for like 5 years, and she's been down, she's never come up. She's been in that rock bottom for the past 5 years of her life. Every single time I text her, or I call her, or I see her, I ask her, hey, how are you? And she always answers, I'm not okay. I'm not okay. And that is not okay, because she has the option and she can make the decision to rise up, to overcome, to resolve, and to move on. I know it's not hard. I know it's hard. I'm sorry. I know it's difficult. I have been there. And little by little, I'm going to continue sharing with you guys my story. Okay? But don't think that your problems, even as crazy as they are the worst problems. Don't compare your problems, or don't compare your life with your neighbor, or with your best friend, or with a person that you don't like that much. Don't compare your life with anybody else. Your problems, your situation, your life is yours, nobody else's. So you can fix them. You can resolve them. And if for some reason it happens to be that another person has to partake in that solution, don't worry about them. Worry about you. Do your part. Do what you can. Not okay, I'll do 50% and then you do the other 50. No. Do your part. Do what you can do. Everything that you can do, even if it means that you do the 100%. Because you can do the 100%, then do it. Do it. Because you are worth it. Because you need to do it. Hey, Denise, good morning. So, yes, we all hit rock bottom. But we can all, when we hit rock bottom, and I heard this from a movie, there is only one way up. What is it, baby? When we hit rock bottom, one way up? Gordy, what is it? with that movie? When you hit rock bottom, there's only one way, and it's going up. Sing? Yep. It's from Sing. So when you are all the way there, all you need to do is look up and start going up and enjoy the ride up. But go ahead and buckle up, enjoy the ride, and make sure you smile, because you may take a picture and you may see that picture at arrival. That's what I told my friend. And it's just amazing for me to be able to see what I have gone through. And even though it's not easy, but what I have gone through, I have looked back and I've been able to overcome so many crazy things. A lot of them because I made a mistake, because I made the wrong decision. But a lot of them because life happened. Life happened. You know? So I know that a lot of things suck in life. I know a lot of things are unfair sometimes. And I know that sometimes you feel alone. Just know that you're not alone. Just know that you're not the only one that has been there. But you are the only one who can rise up and who can overcome. You don't have to do it alone. You can do it with people. You can do it with friends. You can do it with somebody that you really trust. You can do it with, maybe somebody that can get you through, some type of emotional relief. I read my Bible. I pray with God. I go into my secret place, which is another room that I have, and I just pray with him. I talk with my family, some of them. I, write. I journal a lot. I don't have many friends, physical friends. All my friends are usually the girls that I have met through our accountability groups for fitness online, and they are amazing. So I do talk with them a lot. And, just find something. Find a way. Find a person that you can rely upon, not for them to fix your problems, not for them to do it for you, but for them to help you see outside the box and to remind you how awesome, how powerful, how strong you are, and to remind you that you can overcome, even if you have hit rock bottom. Okay? I love you guys with all my heart. I wish you have an awesome Tuesday. I hope you have an awesome Tuesday. And God bless you. God bless you a lot. And we'll see you soon, guys. Bye-bye.